Okay, so I guess I should start by seeing how many I have. I guess. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 59, 60. Oh. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. Okay, if I type pod onto my phone in my contacts list, I get a list of 65 people that agreed last year to be a part of this thing that I knew I wanted to start, but I didn't know exactly what it was. So now I'm going to call everyone and see who's up for it. It's going to be interesting. So the first one is Casper. Oh, you can't really see it. I'm sorry for that. Let's see what he says.
Hello.
Yo, is that Casper?
Yeah, one.
Hey man, my name's Ali. I took your number probably some point last year. I don't suppose you remember me.
Yeah, I do. We were at Electric City in London.
Ah, sick. Cool. How have you been, man? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm decent, man.
So yeah, basically, I've started recording for my podcast show, and I'm just going through my contacts now, seeing who's interested in doing an episode. So I was wondering if you might be interested.
I mean, I'll be down, yeah.
Okay, banging. What area do you live in?
Northamptonshire.
Northamptonshire. That's out of London, isn't it?
Yeah, it's out of London.
Okay, cool. I will come to you then. Northamptonshire. Are you free? Let me know how you want to do it and send me those dates. I'll send you which ones work for me and we'll take it from there.
Alright, sweet, yeah.
Okay, banging. Sounds good. Cheers, man. I'll speak to you soon.
Alright, bless.
Alright, see you, man, in a bit. That was the first call? That's pretty impressive. But that's good, but we want one, like, soon. We want one, like, tomorrow. No. But we want one soon, not one, like, a month from away. So I'm going to keep calling. Next we have Darcy. It says Darcy Printworks. I cannot remember meeting this person at all, so we'll see how this goes.
Hello?
Hey, is that Darcy? Yo, is that Casey? Hey, is that River? Hey, is that Ryan?
Yeah.
Hey Darcy, my name's Ali. I'm assuming we met at some point last year because you gave me your number and I've got the word podcast written next to it.
Oh my god, from Printworks?
Yeah, must be, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, hi. What? I don't remember.
So it was you and your friend. Possibly, yeah. I think.
Oh, fuck, yeah, when was that?
I wish I could remember, but I have your number in my phone with your name and the word podcast next to it, which must mean that we had a lovely interaction at some point.
Yeah, no.
You're actually the second number that I've called today. How are you feeling? Would you be up for doing an episode sometime?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we probably would be. I'd have to speak to her though.
What area do you guys live in?
Basingstoke.
Sorry, Kent. I'm in Worcester.
We live in Stourbridge. There was me, Meg and Harrison.
Oh my god, I remember you guys. You guys. And we grouped hug at the end and it was lovely.
We did group hug at the end.
We did. Yeah, good time.
See you later, bye-bye.
See ya, bye-bye.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
Bye-bye. I've decided to write down the names of the people that I have called so that I don't get too confused and I don't end up calling the same people a bunch of times. It's starting to get late. I feel like I should wait until tomorrow. Okay, see you tomorrow. Oh my god. Oh god. I remember this girl. I wonder if she'll remember me.
Hello?
Yo, is that Alcon?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Ali. I don't suppose you remember me. We met at Park Life last year.
Oh my god, yeah.
How are you, G? Are you still in Manchester?
Yeah.
I'm coming up to Manchester for Park Life again. So I was wondering if you or maybe any of your friends might be interested in doing an episode while I'm in Manchester.
Yeah, definitely. I'm doing Park Life again as well, so I'll be around.
Yes! Alright, I've got to go gym, so I'll try again either later or tomorrow. Or the next day. Let's see how that works. I think that'll be fine. Day 3, let's go. Where did we go up to? Let me get my book.
Hello?
Hi, is that Caitlin?
Yeah, you okay?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. My name's Ali. I don't suppose you remember meeting me.
When was this?
So basically, it was at Park Life last year. We must have met.
Yeah.
You remember? I told you about my podcast.
Yeah,
How have you been?
yeah, good, have you been?
Yeah, I've been good, thank you. I've been good. So I was wondering if you might still be interested in doing an episode with me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, amazing. I'll send you dates closer to the time then, and we'll take it from there. Yeah, exciting.
Oh, nice to meet you again.
Yeah, good to speak to you too.
Bye.
Bye. Nice. Oh, okay, this is Callum. Callum Picton. I'm gonna use his whole name to see if you guys are weird.
Hello?
Hi, you right, mate? Is that Callum Picton?
Yeah, hello, who's speaking?
Hi, you right, Callum? My name's Ali. Basically, we must have met at a festival or a rave last year, and I told you about my podcast. You must have been relatively interested.
Oh, yeah, hello.
Do you remember me?
No, I think we met, I think we met, just outside of, Turnham Green.
Oh my god, yes, I do remember. That is so. I'm just going round and seeing if you might be interested in doing one sometime soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, amazing. So do you live around Chiswick?
Yeah, I live around Chiswick.
Oh, that's so perfect. So do I. And we'll text back and forth and we'll figure it all out, yeah?
Oh, perfect.
Brilliant. Sounds good, man. Well, look, have a lovely rest of your day, yeah? And I'll speak to you soon.
You too. Speak to you soon.
Banging. Have a good afternoon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. I think he's the one. As in, I think he's going to be the first episode. He lives in Chiswick. He sounds like he's up for it. He'll be up for it soon. I don't think I should call any more people until I get him on board and like fully on. I'll see if Callum's free this weekend. Fuck it.
He be riding on the way.
And
I ain't got a lot to
yeah.
say. Mine says
Yeah.
give me space.
I'll leave it there and see if we can get him in for that day.
Money what I waste.
Perfect.
Times
See you
money
then.
pay. You ain't ready for the
Wow.
She ain't ready for the eighth. He be riding on the wave. I ain't got a lot to say. Mine's heavy, give me space. Time's ready, let me blaze. Spend money, what I waste. Time's money pays. You ain't ready for the eighth. She ain't ready for the eighth. Mad as savage, me back and I'm back and it happening, ready to blow. I remember doing deeds with Deji from the street, they left me on my own. Mom kept asking me about how I got the P, I told her leave it, mum and grow. Then they're ringing off my phone. Times change, but mine's made up. I ain't got line patience, tried then, don't like baitness. Come close, but swear that. Went ghost with a hair pack, never boast loud, get your bird whacked in my condo where I birth tracks with a gang.
Cool. He's had pre-work, yeah? He's had a fucking great time.
It's been good.
Oh. Wait for the hand gesture first.
That'd be great, and then I'd get a fucking central line back home in the morning.
But you live in Chiswick, right?
Wanstead.
Oh, you live in Wanstead?
Yeah.
I don't know where Wanstead is. Wanstead? I don't know. Anyway, come stay mine. Come, let's go. Can't be staying on the street. Careful now. Oh, so you live in Wanstead, you don't live in Chiswick?
No.
Okay, my name's Ali, what's your name?
Yeah,
Hugo.
Hugo.
Nice to meet you, bro. I want to go to the shop before we go back to mine, yeah? Oh, give me your phone for a sec. I want to make a video so you'll remember this in the morning. Perfect. Hi, Hugo. Hey, bro. So yeah, you were just sleeping in front of a shop over there. I was just on my way home from a night out, and you were just passed out with your phone on your chest. So I kind of just said for you to come and stay at mine, which is over there. We're just going to the shop now. There you are. You'll probably leave in the morning, and I'm just making this video so that you know that this happened, and you're not completely freaked out when if you wake up and you're at mine and you're like, what the fuck, or whatever the fuck. But yeah, why are you gagging yourself right now? Do you need to vomit? Huh?
So no help, bro.
Cabs are no help. No, fuck it, but you don't need a cab anymore, you're good. What? Why? Okay, here's your phone.
Thank you, man.
No worries, bro. I'm just gonna go to this shop here, yeah? How are you?
Hey, you know the podcast I told you about? I'm starting it tomorrow. I'm filming tomorrow. How exciting! You're gonna do an episode with me, yeah? I will convince you. I'm telling you, man. I'll convince you.
Then they're ringing off my phone. Then they're ringing off my phone.
That was fucking hilarious last night, that guy. So Callum said by 7 tonight, I'm gonna go out for the day. Hopefully he messages and he'll be here later. So let's see. He'll be here in like an hour, so we'll get ready.
I've been on my drop, another one, no let up, ain't nobody pay attention. So if it's okay with you, I'll stay on 10 forever. I could let a day go by, do nothing and complain, but no one wants to hear it, cause I bet that they got bigger fish. I sit and picture visions, bitch, I already live a dream. I tear it down for people. People tore me down before the tour, cause they were stuck themselves, they could suck a shell. I don't suffer, sucker, suppers coming at me, I'm eating still, so y'all can fuck yourselves.
Cool, so this is me right now. Come in. So what I was thinking, I'm just gonna sit here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put this chair here, and then just I'm gonna move this like in front of the door essentially.
Yeah.
So if you want to take a seat, I'll just move that around and sort that out. Okay, cool. So if you sit down, I'll set up the camera and see how it looks. Move some of this stuff. There, a bit wider. There. Cool. Good to go. Are you recording?
I am recording.
Wicked. How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good.
This feels really weird, I'll be honest. This feels really weird having you in my house. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is the first one I've done in my room, and this feels really like... I've had it in my head that you'd be here for days now. I've known that you're going to be here and that I was going to do this, but actually having you here, it's really weird, I'll be honest. But I'm really happy, and I'm glad that we're doing it.
Thank you. I'm really happy and I'm excited.
Wicked. So how was your day today, man?
Yes, it's been alright. I've just been, doing student things, waiting for the shopping, you know. All the boring stuff. And it's just, I suppose it's a Sunday. I've got work all week, so...
Oh, yeah. So what do you do for work?
I work at the Garrick Theatre.
The Garrick Theatre?
Yeah.
Where's that?
When you come out of Leicester Square, you turn to that left. Yes. I have to do if you turn to the left and you go straight down, Bonnie and Clyde's on at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So I'm an usher. So I show people to their seats.
Okay.
Yeah. Scan tickets, that sort of stuff. It's good fun. Yeah.
So you said you've been living here around a year. Is that Chiswick or London?
Chiswick, yeah, but also London as well. Yeah, so because I moved down for to study, so yeah.
Okay, so you're in uni at the moment.
Yeah.
What uni are you at, by the way? Are you gonna use your paintbrush? Can I use it?
Oh yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, there you are.
Thank you very much. Okay, cool. Carry on.
I am currently that was the question, wasn't it? The study.
Yes, what you studying? Yeah.
I'm studying at Artsed at the moment on their acting course.
Oh, acting.
Yeah, so I did their foundation last year, and I'm in there in the first year this year.
Okay, what uni is that?
Pardon?
What uni are you at?
Artsed.
Oh, Artsed.
Yeah.
Is that the one that's down there?
Yeah, it's just outside of Turnham Green.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, so let's tell the people how we meet a little bit.
Oh, of course.
So I think I was coming out of Turnham Green Station.
Yeah.
And I saw you, and similar to today, you were wearing a really impressive outfit.
Oh, thank you.
Do you remember what you were wearing at all?
I think I do actually. I was wearing I was wearing a pant not like this, but it was this like swirly, patterny thing. I was I don't know, can't remember what socks, but it was definitely odd. I can say that. And I think maybe it was a white turtleneck. I think it was because I regret wearing it because of course that summer was very wild. The heat was disgusting.
That heat, yeah.
And this like fancy bow. That's all I can remember. That's because again I wear. I'll be honest. I wear a crazy amount of shit. So you know it's. Yeah.
But good though, you were rocking it.
Thank you.
So it was you, and I saw you with this guy, and I was talking about your outfit. We were talking, and then I asked you about this, and you said you were interested.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I remember that. That was really cool. So you said you've been living in Chiswick and London for about a year. So did we meet last year?
Yeah, it was. I think it was May.
May last year.
Yeah.
Oh,
May.
so nearly exactly a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Ain't that funny?
I know.
So I'm curious. You said you've been living here about a year. So when I met you, you had very recently just moved in.
Yeah.
So what was your life like then? You'd just moved in maybe a month or two to Chiswick. Where did you move from?
Newcastle.
So that's the accent.
Yeah, that's
Newcastle.
the accent.
By the way, I love your accent.
Thank you.
I love British accents so much.
you.
Like Newcastle, Liverpool, Scotland, Wales is hilarious.
Yeah. Well, actually, a lot of people think I'm from Wales.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that.
Which I'd never got, but before I moved to London, I'd never
really.
That
but
before.
that's just Londoners are fucking stupid. You know what I mean? We'll hear an accent outside of London and not really know the intimacies of the accent to actually know exactly where it's from. But I feel like Newcastle accent is not as harsh as the Welsh accent.
Yeah,
I feel like they have more curves. They curve their letters a bit more.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but
no, I curve is a perfect word.
yeah, I used to know this Welsh guy called Josh, and he would really. But you know, but I like it. I actually like the accent. It is nice. Is Newcastle near Wales then? I have terrible sense of direction.
Well, so do I actually. To be honest, I ain't got a clue.
Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is get a map of England and the world up there,
and
so
then
we can just point out.
Yeah,
It's not on camera, so we can be like, oh yeah, so it's actually it's not far at all. It's just next to there.
It could. I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
But you know.
I wonder. So anyway, you moved down there. You moved to London from Newcastle.
Yeah.
So go back to when we first met that time, when I had that conversation with you. What was your life like? What did you think of Chiswick at the time in London?
I really liked it, and I feel the same way now. It's a really expensive, very expensive.
Amen.
And I mean, I like to live an expensive life, but I like to buy like Crocs and outfit. I don't want to spend all my money
expensive?
on. Yeah, I mean.
Oh, are they? Damn.
It was like 50 quid just for this pair.
What?
Yeah, mad, isn't it? And these aren't even my size. These were, I think they're like 7, and I'm a size 10. So I just stretch myself because they don't make them in my size.
But they were worth it.
They are worth it.
I mean, they are.
I
They are
still get some
saucy.
little giblet. What you call them?
Giblets.
Giblets, yeah.
I hope they're called giblets.
I
That's
really
such a
hope they're called
hilarious
giblets
word.
too.
Yeah, those things are great.
Yeah,
I saw one the other day that was like a little flashlight.
Yeah, and they've got like Shrek ears and
Yeah,
things now. It's cool. I
They're
really want to
great.
get some, but again, it's like £5 for one. I'm like, it's either buy giblets for Crocs or
Jesus.
rent.
Or
so,
pay for rent that
yeah,
month.
exactly.
Yeah, you'd be like, I'll hold on the giblets.
Yeah, but you know, it's a really nice area, and everyone seems to be really nice. I mean, not as friendly as Newcastle, I've noticed. Like because I just naturally like smile at people.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they're
yeah.
like,
what are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you staring at
but
me?
again,
like
yeah, it's a really nice area, and again, it's like 2 minutes away from Artsed, so it's really easy to get to. However, last year I was on the foundation course with the amazing Stephen Kavuma, and we were in the lyrics, so that was like 20 minutes on the tube ish, and we thought we were going to be in the Artsed building, so it would be really easy. But so it was a bit of a hassle last year, but this year it's really easy. Straight, like 2 minutes down the road, roll out of bed, get your outfit on for the day, and then go. I say outfit because you got to look your best. You
what? Go into Artsed?
Yeah, you got to look your best.
You got to be
even though
on job.
you have to be in all blacks. That's the only thing.
So you gotta make it work in all black.
Yeah, you gotta make it work.
How are you doing this?
Well, some days I don't, because again, it's expensive to buy, and again, you know, I've only got a certain amount of money, and most of it goes on rent. So
or giblets, yeah.
Oh, giblets
one
for
or the other, yeah.
And so some days are just a jogger, and
yeah.
But I try and flash it up with like a black blazer. That's what I've got, you know. I wear quite a lavish fur coat. You know, you just gotta figure out the ways, and sometimes I wear like boiler suits and a lavish cardigan, and you just gotta make it work for the unfortunate situations, because there's nothing really. They're the only black outfits that I own is my art dead outfit, and that's soon. So you know.
Okay. Interesting. Now, do you feel like what you were just saying about dressing up, or like dressing to impress in school, in a school setting, do you feel like that's something that you do? Is that like a competition thing with like the students around you, and like people looking a certain way at other people if they're not dressing good or dressing up to their standards? Or is it more of just a personal thing where, because you guys are in an acting school, and maybe it's like, oh well, I need to present myself in a certain way so that I feel a certain way, or so that I get perceived in a certain way because I want to be a serious person. So maybe I should start from when I'm in school. Which one do you feel like it is more? Is it more based on people's insecurities, or more based on people's want to pursue the career that they're going towards?
Well, I think I'll be honest. I wouldn't say it's either for me personally. Just because if it was my rules, I wouldn't wear the things that I wear. And I would wear this every day.
Yeah.
And you know, I want to try and make that happen, because again, because I'm not really a serious person, to be honest. I mean, there are some moments that calls for it and some moments or whatever, but I don't really take myself that seriously.
Okay.
And I feel as though that's the thing with acting in general. People take themselves so seriously. And that's I mean, it's not a bad thing, but I think it's like I take what I'm doing seriously, but I don't take myself seriously, and I think that's important.
Okay.
But I think for me, it's just I want to wear what I want to wear, and I want to make sure I'm comfortable in it, and I want to make sure I enjoy what I wear, because it's not really for anybody else. It's for me to just enjoy, and if people like it, great, and if people don't, then whatever. Don't look at it as like I don't care. But I think as a whole, I think again, but I don't want to speak on other people. I don't want to speak for other people. But I suppose I'll go from past experiences. I think again, it's a little bit of both. Because again, especially in Newcastle when I was growing up, it was definitely, I suppose, insecurity of like wanting to impress and wanting to be this person, and being known as this like serious actor, so I have to dress a certain way, I have to be a certain way. I need to stand out for my acting, but I also can't stand out too much where I can't, because I'm scared in case I'm not going to be able to play versatile people or a vast variety of characters. So I think everyone feels that way. I think everyone's experienced it. However, the place that I am right now, I don't really give a fuck. Like you just gotta.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I suppose there are moments where I think, because I hold myself to a very big standard when it comes to fashion, and when it comes to, because it's something I'm very interested in.
Yeah.
I think so when I leave on a Sunday, I'm like, oh god, this isn't what I normally wear. So put my head down, because I always wear a red beret, because my hair is such a mess. But I'm like, I'm too busy. I just pop it out, and I'm just like, got sunglasses on, like I'm dodging the press. But really, no one knows who I am. But it's like I think there is a standard that everyone holds of themselves. That it's like, I don't want to be seen below my standards of myself, and I think it's more of a thing for myself, because it's just like, this isn't what I'm comfortable in. This isn't what I'm, you know. So I think it's I mean, because I suffer with quite bad OCD. So I struggle with the not being, but I'm just, again, I'm trying to teach myself that obviously things don't need to be perfect. You know, things don't need to be this amazing thing, and that's what I'm trying to, you know.
Yeah.
So that, but again, I think it is insecurity, and I think it is, I think just at the standard of how you want to be perceived by others. But you know, again, it's but that's the thing in acting. Everyone just loves themselves, because I certainly love myself.
Yeah.
And you want to be. I don't want to you got to. You say you don't want to be the center of attention, but everyone wants to be the center of attention when you're in drama school, and I see it. And I see it in myself all the time. It's like, and that, it's not a bad thing. But it's something to definitely notice and to definitely realise within the acting world. Yeah. You know. Yeah, absolutely. Again, I don't know if I'm answering the questions, but I'm just going on a tangent.
We're just chatting, man.
Yeah, good.
No, literally. Do you know what? There was something actually I just remembered a second ago that I wanted to tell you about. So imagine I was at Printworks last night. Yeah.
Sorry.
Printworks. Have you heard of the venue Printworks?
No.
Oh my days! So I'll show you videos of it after this. Yeah, and then I'm walking home. I get Turning Green Station. I come out, walking home, and I look to my left, and I see this guy just passed out on the floor. I think it's like in front of the Juicens, you know, the like near where we met just there.
Yeah.
He's like passed out just in front of one of the shops, but it's like 1 a.m. that all the shops are closed. He's just passed out on the floor, his phone on his chest, and he's like completely asleep. His keys are half out of his pocket. Just some white guy. He looked like he was old, by the way.
20.
So I'm 25. So he looks roughly our age, somewhere in between you and me, and yeah, and I was like, he looked like this guy's gonna get robbed or something happened to him. Like he needs to. So I wake him up and I was like, dude, are you okay? And he shut up. He shut up so quickly. Like, you know when you didn't realize that you were asleep, and then you wake up, you're like, shit, was I just asleep just then? So then he wakes up and he's like, what? And I was like, mate, like, where do you live? And he was Chiswick. And I was like, okay, whereabouts? I'll drop you. I'll walk you back to wherever you live. And he was like, literally anywhere, mate. Literally anywhere. And I was like, what? Like, you live in Chiswick? He goes, yeah, but these fucking cabs won't take me. And I was like, so where do you live? He goes, oh, Chiswick. I'm doing it like he was a geezer. He actually had the poshest voice ever. He was like, oh, Chiswick. I can't even do it. But he was like, Chiswick? No, that was rubbish. No, because it's a very certain posh. I can't do it. Anyway, I'm going to do my voice. Okay? Yeah. So he was like, yeah, Chiswick. And I was like, so whereabouts? And he kept on going, oh, literally anywhere, mate. Anywhere, literally anywhere. I was like, what do you mean anywhere? Where in Chiswick do you live? And he goes, literally anywhere. But he was so drunk and like, he could hardly like keep his head up. And he was just like, gone. And eventually he understood what I was saying. And he turns out he lives in, not Wandsworth, Wandsmead, it's all the way east. He said E11. He went out of his way to say E11, so it was somewhere really east. I think it was, but it was not Wandsworth. It was anyway, an area somewhere really far away. Yeah. Not Chiswick. It's the main point. It wasn't Chiswick. So I was like, okay, so you don't live in Chiswick? He was like, no, like I'm sorry, man. He didn't know what to do. He was all over the place, and I was like, oh, like, dude, like, do you want to just crash at mine? Like, and he was like, okay, yes. And at the whole point, he was so drunk, he didn't even like to look up to look at me. So he hadn't even seen me. I was just talking to him, just hearing my voice, and I was like, dude, like, I don't even know who you are, but I feel like I don't want to leave you here. Do you want to just crash on my floor until the morning, then you can go? And he was like, yeah, sure. And he started getting up already. I was like, okay, you're coming then. Let's fucking go. I take him to the corner shop, of course, because I wanted to get some food or whatever. I come back here, and I put like these cushions on the floor. Yeah. He passes out on the floor straight away. I was like, cool. So I get in bed, and I'm just like having a smoke and watching stuff, and then in the middle of like 3 in the morning, he starts sitting up and he's like kind of like tussling about, and I was like, you okay? He goes, I need to throw up. I was like, okay. So I get up and I walk him to the toilet, and he gets to my toilet, he drops on the floor, and he's like, I head to the toilet, and he's just vomiting in the toilet. I was like, I'll leave you here. So I just go back here, I'm chilling. Because I was up anyway, because I got my
that day. So then I was up and chilling anyway. So I was like, it's fine. It takes something out of my day. So then I was chilling. He was in the toilet. About an hour goes by and I was like, oh, I should check on him. So then I go back and he fell asleep in the toilet, like head in the toilet. I was like, oh man, I wake him up. I was like, you have to come back to my room. And he kept on doing that thing like, you do to your mum when you're like, yeah, give me 2 minutes. And I was like, okay. And then he just went back to sleep and I was like, I'm not your mum, you son of a bitch. You get in that room next door now. So then he gets up and he comes into the room. And then that happens another 2 times. So at 5... he gets up again to vomit, and I take him back. And at 6, he gets up again to vomit, and I take him back. He also, I want to show you this because I found this really interesting. I picked his phone up to move it, and I'm going to put this on the screen so they'll see. Yeah. But his home screen was a screenshot of his notes page with these 7 things written down. And I thought that was just quite interesting. It was like a little mantra to himself or something. And I was like, this guy is... sweet.
Nice.
It's interesting, isn't it? I was just like, insight into this guy that I do not know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then throughout the night, I was kind of just watching him sleep on the floor. Oh, he kept on talking to himself as well. But I was like watching him sleep on the floor, and I kept on watching him sleep on the floor, and I realised he had a cricket uniform on. Like, he had cricket shorts, he had a cricket bucket hat, like, he had thermal, like, shorts underneath, as if he was, like, playing outside. So he must have come from, like, cricket training or something like that. And while he was vomiting the 3rd time, I managed to find out that his name was Hugo.
Oh, okay.
The poshest name, like, ever in the world. So when I heard his voice and I saw the cricket, I could have guessed his name was Hugo. Do you know what I mean?
Night out, if you say, why is he going out with a cricket uniform on?
Yeah, I know. 1 in the morning, shorts on, passed out in a cricket uniform. How do you go from cricket training during the day to ending up so drunk that you're passed out in the uniform?
Maybe they're just like a night in heaven in the cricket uniform.
Maybe.
I would do it.
I would do it. Fucking hell, I'll give that a go. You ain't got to ask me twice. Tempt me with a good time. But so then 7 o'clock comes around and he gets up again and he goes to the toilet or something. He comes back and he's still so drunk. But I'm like, it's morning now, so I'm sure you can find your own way home. Yeah. And he sits down and then he's kind of like, he's just like in pain, like so drunk. He just like doesn't know what's happened. And I was like, so where were you last night? And he was like, I have no idea, mate. I was like, okay, what's your name? He's like, my name is Moses. No, Moses. His name is Hugo. I don't know if I should say what cricket team he played for. Maybe that baits him out. Maybe I shouldn't. But what I will say is that he lives E11 all the way east somewhere. Yeah. His cricket club is in this area, in West London. Yeah. So I was asking him, like, why are you coming here to play cricket when you live all the way over there? Because he kept on saying how long it's going to take for him to get home. So I was like, this does not make sense to me. Yeah. Anyway, he was like, he turns out he's on a gap year living with his grandparents in East London. Let me say that again. He's on a gap year living in East London with his grandparents. Is that a gap year thing to do? Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know.
I personally wouldn't.
I'll give it a miss.
I mean, you live your life with your grandparents on a gap year. But, I mean, that's just... I
wonder how different his normal life is to where living in East London is like a gap year settings. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, I found that really interesting, and he was really nice. He was a nice guy. He kept on saying sorry. He kept on saying thank you. Like, he was so drunk that none of it was truly his fault, apart from the fact that he decided to drink that much. Aside from that, he was sweet. He was funny, and then he ordered an Uber, and he was like, "Cool, I'll get out of your hair now."
Well, it was nice of you because I know a lot of people would have just walked past. They would have just. So it was nice of you to do that.
But you know what? If everyone he encountered that night was the former, then I wouldn't care. Because he would have just slept there, been cold all night, woken up in the morning and gone. It's the people that see his phone and think, well, that's mine. Or let me, whatever, his keys or whatever else. Yeah. It's knowing that, like, maybe the 201st person that walks past him is that guy. Yeah. And dude's fucked. Yeah, he goes back to his grandparents and he's... Young Hugo, what happened to your he's
that's like, grandparents.
Do you know what I mean? He's like, oh my god, gap year in East London this is not what I had in mind for you. Send you back to wherever you were originally.
No, it was nice to do that because again, a lot of people would just
Yeah.
walked on by, or even worse, taken
Yeah.
all of their stuff.
And do you know what? Someone else said that to me earlier, like, oh, that's so nice of you, no one else would. And he kept on saying it. And I said to him, I'll be real, like, part of it was that, but then a big part of it was the fact that I knew I was going to be up all night, and I knew it was going to be, like, really entertaining. I knew he was going to be hilarious. Like, I was like, when he was like throwing up, I was like dying. I was busting up. Like, Hugo, what's up with you, bro? Like, where's your family right now? Like, I was like, you don't even know who I am. You're in my room. Like, this is so funny. But yeah, I kind of did it for my own entertainment as well. Like, I found him hilarious. He was so funny, but he was so polite, and he kept on, while we were walking to mine, he kept on trying to make himself gag, but like, you could tell that this brother had experience with making himself. Because he kept on doing it like no reaction, just like throwing his fingers back.
God.
I was like, Jesus, man.
What did they teach you at the cricket club?
Innit? Well, you see how long those bats are, do you know what I mean? Okay, no.
Sign me up.
Do you know what I mean? Okay, so I have the first reoccurring segment of the show. Are you ready?
Oh, absolutely.
So when I was in Mauritius last year, I went from November to January. I wanted to have a list of questions that I ask every single guest.
Absolutely, yeah.
But then I got too excited and I came up with over 50 questions.
Okay.
So now what I do, I just go through the list and I handpick a certain number of questions that I want to ask you the most.
Yeah.
Based on you. And then you just ask them for me.
Absolutely, I'm ready.
Wicked. By the way, you've just said absolutely like 3 times, and I love it.
Oh, I absolutely love it too.
That's great. I've never heard that before.
No,
I'm gonna start using it.
I've only started saying it the past few months.
Okay.
Because I like to say things differently.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I'm sure that people have said it absolutely sure that someone said it in the past.
Yeah.
But every time I say it when I'm at art, people are just like, "That's just fantastic." I'm like, I'm just being me.
Just being me.
Just being
Do you
me.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking beautiful, mate. So, do you have a favourite number?
Yes.
What is it?
It is 59 because that is my door number. In Newcastle, and I've always just liked the look of that number for some
59?
reason. Yeah.
That's an interesting one to like the look of.
Yeah, I've just always liked the look of it, and it's just very, very random. I don't know.
One thing, just off the top of my head, that I kind of like about the look of it is that the top of the 5 and the top of the 7 are both flat, so it's almost like a roof.
7, did you say?
Yeah.
No, 59.
Oh, 59.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's all right.
59.
I don't know. I think when I picture it's like the curls of the bottom. I don't know what
Yeah. It's like a modest 69.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because the back end's open of the 5.
Exactly.
It's a bit
and
more
my
modest.
back end is always open.
Do you know what I mean? So
Bit
you're looking at this relates to me. I like this. There's something about this. I don't know what it is, but
From a very young age, I'm like, you're interesting.
May I ask you a question?
Yes.
How old were you when you figured out when you knew you were gay?
Well, actually, I
thought you were gonna go. Well, actually, I still don't know. I'm just.
Oh, yeah. Well, I would know, right.
Innit? I mean, it was awkward.
The thing is, I wouldn't consider myself to be gay.
Okay.
Even though it's a very it's a sensible presumption to make. And I don't care what anyone presumes of me. As long as, I don't care what anyone calls me, as long as you're calling me.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm very open. Just as long as it's done in a positive way. It's like I don't really care. Just don't call us the F slur walking down the street, which I've had, of course, many times.
Really?
And it continues to happen to the day. Like, I was in Newcastle with my mum. I came out just very much wearing me, doing me. And my mum was like, "Did you hear what they said?" I didn't, because I didn't hear. My mum was like, they just said, "Oh, look at that! What's the world coming to?" Like, you know, and it's just like, and it again, but it's just like, it's mad that people do that. And I was in the car when my mum was telling me, like, "Let me get out and I'll go talk to them. I'll have a little conversation with them. I'll broaden their horizons a little bit."
Yeah.
Because people like you know, but that's a story for another time. I was in high school, and for the longest time I was like, I am not gay, I am not bi, I'm straight, I'm straight. Purely trying to convince myself that I wasn't something, because it was always such a negative thing growing up. But people obviously wouldn't hold back saying that I was. And I got to the point I was like, maybe I'm bi. But then again, I was like, no, I'm not. And then I left school at 16 to go to a musical theatre school for 3 years. And then I was like, oh, maybe I am bi, or maybe I am gay. And I think the boxes are just, I just don't like boxes. I don't like. So my sexuality is queer. That's what I'm open to anything. And my gender is a huge thing that has been questioning for me over the past, because my pronouns now are they, them. But again, people make mistakes all the time. People can call me whatever, as long as it's done with a good heart, you know. And people don't have to agree. People don't have to agree with it, you know. It's like you agree with what you want, but just don't. Like, if I ask you to call me this, please go about me, go, because again, I'm not here to be a spokesperson for everyone who's going through what I'm going through. I'm just trying to because I want to share with the world what I've gone through and what I'm going through and what I will continue to go through, and that's why I'm in the industry that I am today. Because again, I don't want to conform to being this perfect actor, because I don't consider myself. I consider myself to be an artist, as poncy as that sounds, as whatever that makes sound. But it's like, acting isn't just what I want to do. I want to spread awareness. I want to open the world up to something new, and it's like, because I mean, some places think they're so woke when really they're very much asleep. It's ridiculous. But you know, and again, the gender thing has been a huge, because again, it got to a point where I was like, I am just gay, but because of the gender thing, it's like it doesn't make sense, because how can it be, you know? So it's very much queer all round. And again, it's been a very difficult, and it's only over the past few months where it's become more apparent to me. But it's been a long overriding thing that over the past year that's been going on. And I think that's a lot. I lost a lot of relationships, friendships, whatever, more than that. And I think it comes down to the gender thing. I'm not blaming what things I've lost because of that, but it made me very sad, and it put me in a very dark place for a very long time. And I suppose I still am in that. I am in that space right now. But you know, it's because, you know, we're trying to find who we are, and I think we do that every single day. So I think, to answer your question, when I first came out as something, it was when I was 16. But it's still continuing to this day.
I see.
So it's quite a long-winded answer, but yeah.
No, do you know what? I actually find it extremely interesting. Do you mind if we just explore this topic for a little bit?
Absolutely, yeah.
Cool. I love you so much. I'm really curious about the whole gender thing. So you said that it affected your friendships and relationships. So can you talk about that a little bit more? Like, how specifically did it affect your relationships? Was it people not respecting your like how you want to be what you want to be referred to as, or was it more a difference in opinion and not being able to respect the other's opinion, or what was it? Did you have an expectation as to how you wanted to be treated, and they weren't meeting that expectation?
Oh no, none of that. It was because I hadn't spoken to anybody about this at all, and because of the way it was making me feel, I acted a certain way with other people. That's what. So it was. I was making myself very much look like a negative person by the way I was treating people, because of. And I'm not trying to blame it. It's another because obviously so many things happened. If so much has happened over the past year or so, that has made me lose friends, lose other things. And that has been a very real like one of the very real reasons why that's happened, because I wasn't comfortable in who I was, and I was very insecure, and I was very scared and very unsure, confused, because I didn't know what it was for a long time.
Yeah.
So I was becoming a very angry, a very frustrated, a very annoyed and insecure person, and that would really get to me. And when other people would do well, and I wasn't getting that success, I was like, damn. And a lot of things, and I was like, oh, I'm just this useless, you know, and so much thing, and it's like, and I think, I realised that it was a huge part in a lot of negative things this past year, and I'm glad, and a lot of it I didn't realise what it was, and it now is becoming a real thing, and it's very scary that it's a real thing.
Yeah.
And I sit here and I'm still very scared to say it and to put it out there into the world, but it's something that needs to be said. And if people don't agree, then that's fine, I guess. But it's you know, just be respectful, you know.
So next question. Do you realise that was the first question?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I'm only laughing because the question was, do you have a favourite number? That was the question.
That's mad, isn't it?
That was like 20 minutes later.
And then we kind of went to 69, and then that's how it came. Yeah.
That was great. Yeah. Okay, next one. Do you have a favourite colour?
I do. It is lilac.
Like your nails?
Like my nails, exactly.
Nice.
They're really shitey, but I need to redo them.
Side note, so I'm really into nails.
Yeah.
Like I really like nails. Like I really like the craftsmanship of it. I find it really interesting, and I find it especially cool how you can give different shapes and the amount of options that you can do with designs. When I was like 17, 18, I would spend most of my YouTube time watching compilations of
cool,
I used to watch that all the fucking time. All the time I used to love that shit. If you see that blue bag on top of the white Sainsbury's for Life bag, that's my nail bag. So I've got like all my varnishes.
Oh, period.
Cuticle pusher, all that stuff.
Oh, cuticle pusher, wow. Yeah.
So basically, I started learning just how to get good at applying nails, and then I was genuinely going to take a course to learn how to do acrylics and certain designs and things like that. And I always wanted to do it as a side thing. Like I've got a bunch of female friends, so I wanted to do their nails. And if they were going to pay someone anyway, pay me and I'll do it just as good and then come to your house. But anyway, I haven't done any of the courses yet, but whenever I want to practice a design or just to practice painting, because with these chubby fingers with the actual fingers to do the nail, I need to practice to get good at it. A lot of my friends come and help me. A lot of my flatmates help me as well. But you live down the road. So would you ever give me a hand?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
My guy. Did you just knock my?
So I don't really. Is it? There's someone on the course. He always goes to do like a fist pump, and I always just go to do a high five because I never know. Because I don't know these cool things. I'm not.
Okay,
cool.
I think we should come up. We'll come up for him right now. It's inspired by community.
Yes.
Right? But you start with a tight five.
Yeah.
So close to your body.
Yeah.
And I do it to you. Then you come to me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's good.
So you start close to me. So it's,
I love it.
And again.
Yeah.
Oh, we're the shit. Man.
We are the shit.
Okay, next question.
Absolutely. Also, I do just want to give credit to gold, because gold was my favourite colour up until I was 18, and then I went to lilac. I just want to give a
shout out gold.
Yeah, because
Yeah. So it was a close second now. Right?
Yeah, it's a close second. And but I want to. The reason why I love lilac so much is because I represent that colour with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Okay.
Because I am obsessed with Willy Wonka.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with Willy Wonka.
Okay, nice.
Just so you know.
So
again, I just wanted to shout out Willy Wonka because I love you.
Big up Willy. We got you.
Both Willies.
Big up both Willies. Okay. Do you wish you were older or younger than you are right now? Or are you happy?
It's difficult. I don't want to sound like, but I'm very happy with where I am right now.
Yeah.
However, I'd like to be older just because I want to, you know, I want to see where, but again, it's the idea of when I have lost loads of, I want to see where I am older, so I could not give a fuck while going through that, if that makes sense.
Because you know where you'd end up.
And it's the same with when I was going younger, maybe go younger, because I'm trying to get myself into the habit of being like, I just no regrets, no regrets, because there are a lot of things that, I mean, I say that, the biggest hypocrite. I do regret a lot of things when I was growing up, and there's a lot of things that I wish I could, but I simply cannot, and I can only grow from it. But I also wish I could go back just a little bit, just so I could have more time with like my fashion and being who I would love. I would love if I was younger and be the person I am now. That'd be fab. That would be fantastic, but I can't, so there's no point dreaming of it because it will never happen.
It really is that uncertainty of the outcome that really contributes to that general stress of life, innit?
Yeah.
It's really interesting. I like this question. If you were a gang leader, what would your gang initiation process be for every new gang member? Do you know what a gang initiation process is?
Not really.
So for like a common one is if someone wants to join a gang, they have to last 2 minutes or something, where everyone in the gang or a certain number of people in the gang have to beat them up for 2 minutes straight. If you survive that, you're initiated into the gang. Or something that can be compared to that is like, you know, like frat boys when they do their, I don't know what they do, those guys, but like they do like weird shit to the guys, like, and then if they pass, they're allowed in.
Oh, okay.
So if you had a gang, well, it doesn't have to be illegal activity, just whatever. You had a gang, and like people want to join your gang, they're gonna come to your door. They're like, yo, like, I want to be a part of this shit. I want to be a part of the Picton crew. They're like, what do they have to do? What does every person have to do for you to be like, yeah, you're part of my crew now?
Well, it would, if I had a gang, it would be like a Willy Wonka themed gang. It would be a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory vibe sort of thing with fashion elements. So I think it would have to be like, we'd have to have conversation, we'd have to speak, and we'd have to delve into the world of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Willy Wonka.
Trivia.
Yeah, but in more of it couldn't be a quick thing. It would take a long time to get into, because I don't want you to bullshit me with it. You can tell if you're an actual fan.
If you actually love it.
Because there's someone at I work with, and Willy Wonka's quite a niche thing to like, to be honest. And I was like, let's. She said she really liked it, and I was like, okay. Let me see, because I've never seen anyone who really likes it.
Yeah.
Or some people have said it, and I can tell they're bullshitting their way through these answers and these like conversations that we have not answered. But and I was talking to her, and she knew her shit, and I was like, yeah, you are. So she'd be in my gang straight away.
Yeah.
I do know more about it than you. I just if you're watching, I know more about Willy Wonka than you.
Yeah, and that's why he's the leader.
Exactly. So it would be that. So, but it was really nice to know that someone else loved Willy Wonka as much as me. Yeah, close, very close.
It's nice to have at least someone maybe not your match, but someone that challenges you a bit. Innit?
Oh no, yeah, it was like, oh, I feel a bit.
Yeah.
Got me a little bit hot, not enough that, but like, oh god, this is maybe a slight bit threatened.
Yeah.
Even.
No.
But that's But again, I'd like to talk, when I come back, I'd like to talk about the gang, because again, I don't really know much about it, so it'd be nice to learn more, because I guess we're all learning.
Yes, I will definitely tell you more about that. I'm definitely going to remember, because this episode will be out by the time that you and I do another episode.
Yeah.
So I would have seen it, so I'll remember. But I'm gonna make up my own Charlie and the Chocolate Factory quiz.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna research. I'll rewatch the film.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like come up with questions and things. But I'm gonna
I'm gonna go deep.
Okay.
I'm gonna go deep.
Okay.
And obviously you'll know when our next one is, so you have all the opportunity you want to rewatch, brush up on your knowledge, and then I'll give you a quiz.
I love that. Yes.
Six.
Yes.
Six.
I'm shitting myself now.
Okay. Let's finish on this question, which is the same question, but if you were to die tomorrow or tonight,
Yeah.
you go into that room.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you'd want to know about your life as it stands today? So if you died tonight, knowing that you wouldn't live the rest of your full life, from the life that you've experienced today,
Yeah.
what would you want to know about your life? One thing. If because you only live 20 years, they were like, you only get one question. You make it a good one, and then you go to wherever you go. So what are you going to pick?
Oh, that's quite difficult. And it just proves my point that you're not, because you've said that and I'm petrified. I was like, oh shit, what if that does happen? I don't want to die.
I'm going to walk you home just so you know, because I'm terrified after this conversation. I will not live with myself.
Sorry.
You're right.
Oh God. No. God, that's scary. I don't know. That's a difficult question. Maybe. Was I memorable? Essentially, because I suppose that's something that I want to be remembered. Who doesn't want to be remembered? Like I want to be remembered for something. And I know that, unfortunately, there have been a lot of decisions that I've made in my life. There's been a lot of things that have made people not like me and that have negative thoughts of me. And that upsets me, and that's something that I'm not proud of. And not something I'm happy about. And I wish those didn't happen, but again, I can't go back. I can't do anything about it. I can just move forward and be a better person.
Yeah.
So, but yes, I think, a bit of a side note, but I think definitely being able to know if I was maybe like an icon remembered for something.
Yeah.
You know, that would be something that would be quite nice.
Legacy of some kind.
Legacy, yeah, exactly.
That's a very common one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very interesting. Callum, this has been really nice.
It has been.
I've actually really enjoyed it. We were supposed to talk for under an hour, but we did nearly 2.
Oh wow!
Which is I'm happy. Obviously, we'll have to cut a bit out.
Oh
But
yeah, absolutely.
I'm really happy. Thank you so much for coming.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
I appreciate you being the very first episode.
No problem. I'm excited.
I mean, I'm fucking gassed. You're definitely gonna come back again.
Thank you. I'd love to come back.
Thank you, and it's been very nice to know you. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry.
Peace in a bit.